feel like right now Jamaica just want to crush up and just grind up, so like in a wonderful, like in a dirt, and then just smooth over, just fresh, and then just rebuild from this. So, but
Yo, my ears say crush up. I swear it and I said like crush up and just throw that again.
teach. Alright, so everybody, welcome again to another week, another episode of the CrSquared podcast. Woo! Oh, and clap.
What was that?
So, it is I, one of your hosts, Casper the greatest to ever live, the greatest that will ever be.
Who told you that?
Doubt it.
Who told you that?
It is from the Heavenly Father himself. I'm telling you, man, God's gift to mankind.
May I ask you? Oh, for go back to whoever tell you that and tell you
I
to stop
just said Heavenly Father, Father God himself. Are you questioning the decision? Are you questioning the word of God?
God never
Are you questioning the word of God, Bossman?
The lies. How dare you tell lies?
How dare you tell me that God never tell me something? Look at you. Look at you. The sheer carelessness. But anyways, if it is that you guys don't believe it, then words aren't enough. Action will speak for itself, and the action shall soon arrive. But anyways, people, on to the other party that is here. Introduce yourself, whoever you are.
Whomever I am, wow.
That's what I said.
The bad mind of it all.
I just said I am God's
guys,
gift to mankind, and you come and talk about bad mind.
Well, hello guys, once again, my name is Robin, your host, one of your hosts for the CrSquared podcast, and I am 5'6". Yeah, that's basically me. Let's get into the topic we have for today.
I just can't understand why you drop your height.
Why you so?
Why would I buy mine? You must be 5'9", right? No, as a matter of fact, I'm actually 5'10". I recently found out that I was 5'10", or that I am 5'10". I have an anterior pelvic tilt, and it caused my back to lean backwards. So when I actually straighten my back,
it's the explanation for me.
So we can't bad mind it. You're 5'7", my youth. Relax yourself.
Oh yeah, 5'7", yes. I forgot.
So, moving forward, don't worry, the people didn't need it. Or else them would have think say God's gift to mankind did bad mind somebody with 5'7", which is not true. But anyways, for those of you who haven't realized as yet, our third party, who is Ronaldo, is unfortunately not here today. He's currently with his girl, who is currently giving life. Or should I say,
oh, you love the foolish?
Or should I say they're in the process of
the one they tell you that
people. So look at that. But we support the concept of making life, so we are able to make that sacrifice.
Look at you.
And I may tell you, people, or I'm embezzling the truth. The man about in business with the girl, I do a little parenting. Who knows what they would be doing, and so whatsoever them do, I hope the Lord is with them. So that is pretty much for Ronaldo not being here, but not to worry, people. We still have an amazing conversation. We still have to get into the nitty gritty. We still have to entertain, as we usually do. What Ronaldo usually say? What we usually say?
I don't know. To be honest, I'm kind of blank.
That is so bad because I'm there every week.
Don't it? Like, I don't
remember it's a phone conversation or something like that. Something like that. People, whatever I usually say, just imagine it.
When him come back, it will make you know.
Exactly. Or if you've been listening to it from a longer time, we will know. We will pick up. So, keep that in mind.
Exactly. When did say?
Exactly. Because we don't know, but that is bad still. I have a tune in next week just to say what him say. We're going to write it down. But people, so this week or for this episode, now people want to the first. Jesus Christ, them people here. Now, audience, I ask you guys to forgive my family, the carelessness of my family. Oh my word! Give me a second. So, Robin, do you want to start us off with this topic?
Alright, so from my understanding, I think the topic was that about the situation that happened I don't even know what school it was, but basically one teacher, they don't fight one pitney. Well, the pitney didn't fight the teacher, two of them fight them one another. And the teacher made the executive decision that, oh, this kid is pushing away my hand. I need to take a desk to show him who he is dealing with. And the lady took up one desk to take it the pitney. And what had happened was, after all of that debacle they go on, apparently the pitney did get him get expelled, right? Because I think him did get expelled or suspended, and nothing don't come out of it for the woman.
I don't know so that either.
So you know, so what? So from my understanding, basically like the lady and the kid in a one disagreement, and the lady decides so one desk they needed for discipline the kid, and she literally took up the desk, but like apparently somebody did stop her, and like the kid get some form of reprimanding and the lady never get any at all. But that goes to show how terrible the society there in Jamaica is.
Whoa, such bigger accusations out there, but people just
what did that happen for you? But that's what happened.
No, just for you, just in case you never understand, because Ryan gives terrible summaries of things. So pretty much a couple of weeks ago, I just wanted to understand when this, if you're Jamaican, so this is now coming out whenever it come out, and this happened a few weeks ago. We want to do it the week it did happen, but our dear editor,
get them the date too.
Our dear
get
editor,
them the date too. Since you talk, get them the date when it happens, when this are record.
No name.
Can you feel like you need to tell them everything?
I'm not blaming anybody. Corn has just been thrown. If there are any chickens in the field that want to eat it, go about on a business. But people, pretty much a few weeks ago, there was a recorded incident, and we just want to put out there that everybody's supposed to know it right now. If you never know the situation, whichever rock you live under, renovate it, put in some window, all of that, because apparently you don't know nothing.
How dare you?
But pretty much,
people them rock. Nice and clean. People them rock. Boy, you want put in. But people them Anyways.
But pretty much, there were two videos, very short, and never really give the whole detail and proper backstory of what happened. But ultimately, it was an altercation between a student and a teacher. A very, very physical altercation. Now, the biggest situation...
They never that physical. Come on now.
Well, it did physical enough. You ever get up and touch one? You remember ever touching a teacher? Because me not touch teacher.
I remember seeing.
Yeah, me know.
I remember people fighting teachers, but me myself no.
Yeah, me know.
I can't ever say I've fought
not
a
even
teacher.
for brush off one answer for your clothes. Me not touch teacher. So, it was physical enough. But pretty much the situation kind of split. I think it's still split if a person still talk about it in terms of the student is wrong or the teacher is wrong. But where me did really want to get into the whole concept of teacher versus students, like the school system. And the thing is that I feel like everybody, this is just a side note, because I feel like people always say, oh, these kids nowadays and these times and all of that. The fact is that
you've learned them place.
No, the fact is that from born and their earth, criminal they both. And we know them never just spring into life born. They must did born at a time before. There cannot be such a thing where the students know or children know are worse than every other generation that has passed, because there has been crime and violence in each generation. So me personally, like the idea there that the inner schools say them pick me and go on. I just feel like right now they're in a technologically advanced time frame where people can video things if they want. Everybody have access to a phone. And like one time where say if you have a phone, you definitely have somebody a foreign. Or people them definitely have
anyways,
like this
never did
party
that
over
but
here.
I like where you make it.
You see, first of all, before me even call him, your own jump
me did have a phone in 9th grade.
Me
did have a in 9th grade, me did have a phone, and me didn't have nobody a phone.
So you get the phone.
My buy it. My parents bought it for me.
They don't buy nothing.
Whenever someone did buy it, yes, to say now.
First of all,
my parents
you ever
bought
ask your mother where she get the money from?
Why mother do that?
Alright, she never tell you.
Me. Me I like 12.
You just
Why that would concern
First
me?
of all, Book
And
this
what if
because
you
when you're in
different
grade
from
9, it's not 12. When you're in grade 9, you are roughly around 14.
Must say about. I said
But
about.
you're still wrong, and it's
I
very far from 12.
No, I was 2
You start
years off
grade
of
7
12.
at the age of 11, and then you
11,
turn 12.
okay.
In grade 8, you're
And then grade 8 is 12. No.
turning 13. And grade 9,
yeah.
you are 13 turning 14. I saw it go though. Yeah, of course I saw it go. No, yes. I lie.
You
start grade 7. You start grade 7 at 12 turning 13. And then 13 turning 14. 14.
You are gonna tell me what age me start?
No, tell me. Carry on.
I started grade 7 at age 11. You gonna tell me something?
Alright, so you're born in the months that you're born in, right? So yes. You start school, people will just go off topic for a little bit here. So you start school when you're 11, and then the following year you turn 12. That's roughly in the summer when school lock. And then boom, when you come back to school in a grade 8, you were 12. And then
yes,
you turned 13 the following summer. So when you approach grade 9, you're 13 turning 14. So right before you're going to grade, so you turn 16 when everybody is turning. Alright, you're little and crawny, man. But anyways, moving on. So you are correct, boss man. I apologize. I started grade 7 at 12 and I turned 13 while I was in grade 7. So anyways, boom.
Because you're old. That's why.
You don't know?
Nah, what the truth? Okay, people must know. People have to know. You're old.
So anyways, people, pretty much the conversation is, well, or the situation is, the whole idea of student versus teacher in a school in general. Because excluding the whole concept of like physical fighting, there are other ways in which students and teachers clash in schools. And the biggest issue that I have, and it was an issue with me say mostly arise from the whole situation here, is that the students, them are rotten and they don't have nothing about them, and them need proper parenting and the school can't manage them. The blame is on the student. All the blame is on the student. And me personally don't think that's right, because it is to promote the idea that all them teachers here perfect and what them say goes, and it's almost as if to say that the school is more so for the teachers because these children are beyond nasty. And to be honest, I don't really like that idea there. Some of them teachers are true though. Butterfield crying, kill these people from out of nowhere. We just get up one day and just say, I'm going to get one piece of degree so we can get one. Excuse me?
So that you are going to be what they...
I care about the children. But you see that? Look at this young for out here.
Just describe yourself.
Look at this youth out here.
No way, just describe yourself.
Just because I care about a little bit. Of course, we care about a little bit. We care about them well-being and all of that.
That's not all like. You see,
are you making a joke or are you being serious? Because we get very serious and very violent on this podcast.
Oh, you're good.
Where is Ronaldo? Where's Ronaldo when I
got you on this.
Where's Ronaldo when I need him?
Oh, this guy got you.
This can't happen another Friday. This can't happen.
Oh, this I got you on use and let me. And that's what I gotta do. Teacher.
I'm a very non-violent individual. I will never be caught in such a situation.
You just said
I choose my battles.
Say it a while ago. You're violent.
I choose my battles. There's more than one way to win a war. But anyways. But yes, people, as I said, I care about the kids. But the thing is that though, me would I like for no still, or me would I like to say is still that we still have a point in terms of I feel like the whole society don't and look at it nowadays. I'm saying that why though? These are basically like ignorant beings that need guidance and all of that, and you have to be guided from someone somewhere. So I can't say that all the blame should be placed on the student. For that specific situation though, I feel like everybody did that. Say one of the biggest things, wait, I lie, scrap what me just say about guidance and all that people. Irks. For the teacher, my biggest problem with that was persons, and I think that this was stemming from the education system, which trickled down into the teacher, and which trickled down into the public, which is that teachers come under a lot of stress, and that was just her pent
she was so stressed out.
Frustration.
He was being so rude.
And all of that.
He was disrupting the class. Was he not disrupting the class?
Disruption. You never there at school yet when nobody disrupt your class. None of them teacher them. And I'm a good body teacher them. You ever say get up and show up on the teacher?
So why didn't you know that?
As people not at Camperdown High School.
So why did you
would
know that?
Never. First of all, let's not create my Camperdown teacher.
Definitely stop telling that. Me did say people.
Whether them Buto or not or whatsoever, I want team, you know, my Camperdown teacher, them skin clean and them stay good and them nice. Now my teacher, would they dare do it? They just would do it. First of all, we have one teacher within a grade.
What do what?
Rasta man.
They would dare do what?
Everybody's supposed to know him. Industrial, he may or may not.
So why you know what? I don't understand. So why you know what call him name now? I because German are there, you know. A German like
probably that. German would have been my bucket. Ronaldo would have been my bucket. So now I'm going to hold it up this week. But the thing is that I so vividly remember that because I say what? Because me just start high school, but remember I must say as a teacher, and the first time I actually hear it, I think persons probably hear teachers say that before, but the first time I actually did hear it, and I must say as a teacher, I want to say just I must say as a teacher, you know, me get paid for teach, me not get paid for part fight, and I say. I'm gonna come in with such aggression. Do any of us as children look like warriors? Why is he telling us all of this information?
Yes.
But anyways,
all of y'all are warriors, little warriors.
First of all,
everybody.
I want to know about my mother. My love beat. So, and first of all, excluding that, we can't even see why I bring up that. Me as a person. Me genuine. First of all, nobody when me know personally can. First of all, nobody when me know at all can never say them recall me ever in a one fight or an altercation with people.
Me remember the day when they did a fight at school. Remember that exact afternoon day.
Not even you
and the teacher get in.
Not even you truly convinced about that. Not even you can properly bring after like that. But anyways, people, that's it's not that me think that me's a fighter. I don't want them person who think fighting is necessary. I feel like when it comes down to fighting and aggressiveness and all that, I feel like as someone know I feel it's like a rush, like it entices you, like for take up one piece of board and just slap it across somebody's face. but as enticing, what? Maybe if the opportunity presents itself, like in the distant future, very very distant.
It's the hypocrite.
Very called for. I might consider thinking about doing it. People, me is just not that type of person. Personally, as I said, he's not that type of person. But so I can't see myself actually. I do not like that. I feel like as much as there is a rush associated with fighting or like proving yourself to people, I'm very logical. Me as a thinker. I think more. I feel like I see multiple pathways, and then I'm like, that's ghetto, that's poor, that's nasty. I'm gonna go down this rich pathway, and then I continue about my business, and I avoid problem. But I not talk still. But in regards to the whole teacher situation, as I said, no, I can't put on the never happen. But everybody has said,
happened at Camperdown. I've been telling already.
Yeah, you. Me not even that conversation.
It has. It has happened already.
Wait, a lie.
Killing has happened at Camperdown before.
Alright, we'll touch base on that because I think I remember one incident. But look what on a Camperdown, I'm there defending like that. Sure.
Do not say uno. Don't include me.
So, but the thing is that though, me never really like the fact that everybody are saying teachers get frustrated with all the workload that they have to deal with. Now, people more say this in a way where understand what I say, because I believe that it is the right thing, and if I'm wrong, I'm open to accepting that idea. It's my opinion, but if it is that I'm wrong, still I'm open to accepting the idea behind it. And the thing is that I think a lot of times persons become frustrated in their jobs. And Robin, this is something where me and you talk about with our group of friends in our local group. We talked about it a while back. But I believe that a lot of individuals in certain professions reach a level of frustration, not they don't reach a level of stress. Well, let me continue the statement first. They reach a level of frustration because I believe that the workload that comes with the job, they are not prepared for it. And they are not prepared for it because a lot of persons are under the idea that you could get up with me. Oh, sure. But anyways, still love them though. But anyways, so I reel that in real quick.
Oh God! Wow, look at that, man. I forget yourself quick, man.
But may I say still, wait, what a pity if this never record? Wait, a record. But anyways, the train of thought, come back. Yes, so as I said, a lot of people feel like under the impression that it is really important to go out into the world, go to university, get this degree, and I'm going to get a job, and this job is going to pay me such and such, and I'm going to be able to live a specific lifestyle. No, if you never know this more, like for everybody who listen to it, this is what me think is really important. It is more so important to be somebody. No, it is more so important to be doing something and not necessarily to be somebody. Because if you focus too much on really being somebody, you will not think about what you would have to be doing. You will not think about the job. And I think that a lot of teachers are not prepared. Not just teachers, but teachers, doctors, lawyers, soldiers, police, all them people here, them don't prepared for the job, or them don't prepare themselves properly for the job, because them themselves don't really know what it is that they're getting themselves into. Now, when
I remember you talking about this.
Yeah. When me see a teacher like that about take up one desk for lick a student and all of that, I think, no man, but these kids are getting out of control with their parents. You see that?
That's just is that what she said? Why should take up the next? These kids are getting out of control. Let me lend him this next.
I'm pitting him out the door. But anyways, but may I say still though, and persons are free to disagree. I feel like the level of frustration that she actually reached, it shouldn't have get to that point. And I will say, if it is that she is allowed to be frustrated to the point where she can take up a desk and hit a student, then you are basically saying that it is okay for somebody to get frustrated at them job, and it is okay for them to act out. It relates to every other job. So okay for one doctor get frustrated at his job and just throw over the bed with the patient. It is okay for one police officer get frustrated and then just pop out him gonna shoot whoever him want for shoot. I think,
but it is okay because a soldier did get frustrated and kick one pregnant woman in her belly and now she don't have the baby anymore. So is it that okay?
Well. This is not the episode for all of that. So we can touch base on that another time. But just simply as said though, I feel like when people talk about it, people say, she free to get frustrated and all that because she want teacher, then one of them could pick me up bad and all that. But as a teacher, what is your job? What your job description? You're a teacher at one school where persons are coming from a specific community. Each community have a history, have a background, have a set of a stereotype in the body, but you know what it is that you are getting yourself into. Do you want to be a teacher that just have classes and give information? You want to be a teacher where we're going to the school system and work in these rural areas and help them children here understand, say, here, this is the life that you're living and this is where you can go. The lesson that I'm actually teaching, or the subject that I'm actually teaching, it's one of the most beautiful concepts in the world. If it is that you're a teacher, I teach industrial techniques, is it that it's now going to be a responsibility to show these students the beauty of industrial techniques in the world and how it is that they can elevate from their current life situation and then go or evolve somewhere else? What is your role as a teacher? What do you hope to be doing?
What is your role?
I know it's very profound. I thought about this, man. You know, here flip if you guys could see that.
Wow.
But anyways,
Oh, what is this, Jesus?
but we
God,
just say it
God
is
come for your child.
root I want to you, man. But I am saying that when I saw her, what I actually saw is the release of frustration from doing a job that you don't really want to be doing, or a job that you cannot handle. You know, I have had teachers
You
where,
see all of that from the one video?
of course, that me
You
say,
sure?
that me say, of course. All right, I feel that me say that so aggressive. a
We
while
just
ago.
say upset.
but
All
that's
me say from the video was
but
that the lady did upset.
what? All right,
And
all
she
right,
just
all right.
take up the
So this is
chair
how me would
and
like to
fling
post
off
to
on
you.
it. That's all me say.
This is how we like to post it, because there's two scenarios where we hear is that one, Indra sell contraband. Yes, he was selling contraband, and she asked him to leave the classroom, and he didn't leave. Now that is the only story I can remember off the top of my head right now. But Robin, you as a teacher, I get 100 grand a month. Your light bill is such and such. Your water bill is such and such. Because if I don't know about teacher, me know one thing. Teacher, nurse, police and soldier complain often about how much they're getting paid. So I'm assuming that they don't get paid a lot.
In Jamaica.
In Jamaica.
They complain.
People. So,
Yes.
you
Little
have
bit
your bills, you have your such and such. She seems like an older lady. Well, she is an older lady. I'm not sure if it is that there's any stress associated with her age.
How dare you? Suppose
But-
a woman was like 20 years old. Better call
But she
woman
isn't
out.
though.
Upon the
And
woman.
if it is that she is actually 20 years old, I truly believe that she's really stressed and she does not need to be in that job. So that's all I have to say about that. But still, put yourself in a situation where you have your bills to pay, you get certain amount of money, you're living on a budget basically. Because as a teacher, you have to live on a budget to make sure that you know where it is that your money going and all of that. And you're dealing with a set of students, let's say possibly disruptive students.
You're just about to say delinquents. So you stop yourself.
Yeah,
Why?
me work
Why
with
you stop
delinquent
yourself?
too. So, and a student coming to your class, Robin, selling weed, what you would do?
That you did that? Sell weed in the class?
My apologies, contraband.
You bright. Yeah, we're going to blur that out. Don't pay any attention to that. That's
Yes.
We did not say that. We said contraband.
So what you do?
if him coming in my
Being
class
who
as
you
well.
are, being you who you are, what you do?
Send them out. I'm not going to take up the decks and let the picnic. Just send
Well,
them
that's
out on the
what you
class.
would not do, but what would you do?
Oh, you know what me not going to do.
You literally just said
You sound like you know what me I got to do.
No, you say not take up the decks, which is fine. That me never ask you.
No,
I
me say me-
ask you what you do. You stand up on
But me
a
literally
teach
said that
and somebody
before, me say me
walk
that send
in
him
your
out.
class. You send him out. Boom.
Send him out.
What if him
Yes.
decide say him now come out and him go step past you and doing business? What you do?
Now go to the higher heads like the principal, my boss basically. Go to my boss and make them know the situation.
You go to your boss, you walk out of your class, go to your boss and say such and such
How
and
will you
such.
make it sound like that?
No, but that's a ask.
Yes.
Just to clarify. Boom.
Yes.
No,
yes.
that is absolutely
Alright, yes,
fine.
since you want to make it sound
Now,
like that.
worst case scenario for me, start up in my class and me I teach. Everybody are going out themselves and all of that, you know, just doing the mostest with the mostest. And this brother walk in, you know, first of all, may know you from nowhere. Whether you're upon suspension, whether you're in a class, whether you're supposed to, the fact is that you walk in, and it seems as if you're being a little bit disruptive. But I say, yo, boss
A
man,
little bit.
would I like you to leave right now because I think you have benefit the situation right here. So boom. Now let's say boss man decides say him not just ignore me, but him gonna turn around and say something to my man. Say, yo, hey you front or boss man or whatever, don't deal with it. Of course, I would have been taken aback. Instead of throw me through the door now. I'd be shocked. And then furthermore, me's not the type of person to talk. Me's not the type of person to ask somebody something more than once. I don't like to repeat myself more than one time. Me's not the type of person where I go shout on top of my voice or I don't have that aggression there only for people. You know, like some teacher don't like
Lies, the lies you tell. It's a lie. What is a lie? Lies.
No,
see there?
seriously, no,
Everybody knows
seriously
that lie
still.
now.
Let me do that with a joke, but in terms of applying
Joke?
seriousness, no. In terms of applying seriousness and aggression, I feel like when some people talk, them have a force with them talk with, where once you hear it, it almost make you want to fall in line. Me not think me have the forceful voice there, but I am serious. Me might sound serious, but I understand that I am serious.
You're lying when they did that. Remember when they did that training, the youth for volleyball, I thought, boy, you say, yo, shithead, do this or do that. You so like,
me? Oh my gosh, me that
Yes,
love
you.
little children, I would. I can't believe what I am hearing. I can't believe
the
what I am
truth.
hearing.
The truth is what you're hearing.
Anyways, whatever
truth is what
fabrications
you're
you want,
You better
to
believe it.
there. People may advise you and take that with a grain of salt. But anyways, still, let's say
Which grade of
so
salt are the truth? They believe
someone
in the salt
brother
pan,
want
no
to get you a
seasoning.
point, and they'd like to get you a point. I'm a
Alright,
student,
go
want to get you a
ahead.
scenario.
And so,
So
it
boom.
feel, so it
As
feel
me
when they
that-
interrupt me. You interrupt me non-stop. Alright, go ahead.
Are you satisfied now? Are you satisfied?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
very satisfied.
So as I was saying, no, me's not as me that said, forceful, or me not think me forceful that way. Let me put it like that. But I understand
think
say
so.
I am serious and want you to understand say I am serious. I think that I have to say it to you more than once because I say it already. I say it with seriousness. Some say, oh boss man, you can come out of the class speech.
They say it with force.
The proceedings and all that. And them style me, disrespect me, all of that. Now my next course of action is that I have a superior, and if I cannot get you out of the classroom, then the next best person can get you out of the classroom. And every school have security guard. No, if one security guard with a beat
you know,
with a button,
hold on, stick up in there, so. Yes, so as I said that, I remember another incident to happen. I think it was a parent where they fight like literally.
me institution like that.
No, it's that Kemford though.
Okay, they call you man.
Whenever Kemford was happen. No, we don't know the school, but we just didn't know. So one parent did have some kind of disagreement with one security guard, and the parent literally like throw down the security guard on the ground. So I say, if you have that as an example, then that's why the youth are fight the teacher in the class.
No, but hold on.
No, that one they caught it off guard.
What? Let me explain something. Talk about how you think I do with youth. But I say, if the video had shown a security guard in an altercation with the students where it is that he might try to reprimand him, I don't think that the backlash would have been that great because that's the job of a security. If it is that you're having somebody now who has passed the boundary of being a student and is now in the realm of being an aggressor, that way a security guard come in now for try and detain or go on. So the onus would now be on the administration for put out to say, say you did go on themselves and feel like or properly tell the story, because the public would have known would say, most something that you do know, and then I feel like that would have been an okay narrative, because a security guard is supposed to in a situation like that with a student unless they are now in the realm of an aggressor, and then the school would have come out now and support the story to say, this is what happened and this is why a security guard had to be there. For you now as a teacher, release your frustration and enter that same realm that student is in. It make me question your ability to carry out what it is that we want you to do as a teacher, which is to get the students to abandon not necessarily abandon, but understand the type of mindset and the type of lifestyle and the type of living situation that they are currently surrounded by, and introduce them to something else. And I truly feel bad that persons will not acknowledge what I am just saying, because I've heard persons say, well, teacher I know like parents, and I'm saying yes, a teacher isn't a parent, a teacher is a teacher, and a teacher, I'm assuming that a teacher is responsible for doing that. Basically, a school system to me is bringing the world to a student or to a child, letting them know what is going on out there, and possibly and introducing them to a wide range of tools, whether it's the tool of geography or biology or chemistry or the sciences or construction or whatever, or the arts. It is now the schools and the teachers' responsibility to introduce these tools to them, and I think that a lot of teachers are not interested in doing that, because the idea was to simply go to school, get a degree, end up in a this little work, make a little money, and retire, or possibly go foreign, go do something else, which is fine. If that is your agenda, that is fine. But it is much more than that. You're responsible for more than just execute one lesson plan on a daily basis. And I think that a lot of people acknowledge that when it is that you aren't prepared to do that, then I think that's where the frustration actually sets in, and then it causes a great outburst like that. No one talk too long and talk over you, but I feel like this is the same situation with police and soldiers.
No, man, listen what you say, man.
No, man, where Ronaldo always said, I feel like this would have been the point where you start for doing look at chop and thing, or I say, what's this? I'm gonna carry it.
We have PTSD.
But may I say still though,
no, but more I understand man.
Oh, alright.
No, I just understand what you're saying.
Youth, me get you. You're on your terrible Wi-Fi. So as I'm saying, it is the same situation.
What else you want to add in?
Police and soldier.
What else you want them to know? What else you want to add in to know? The Wi-Fi bad. What else now?
We can be say actually wisdom. I feel like we'll finally move past all of this disruption and I get back on the train. Me and the train will become one, and I move as one, and I glide across the tracks, and you come stop me about that again, my youth. Are you finished? Is there anything else you'd like to get off your chest?
I'm a fork in the train, in the tracks. I am content now.
And so it's a fork in the road. We never get your fork in the truck yet.
Alright, make it stay. I can't bother forget into that.
Alright, I wish you had done that a few minutes ago. But anyways, I think of the same situation with like police and soldier, because we hear a person say it already, like when police have major outbursts and deal with people away, and soldiers do the same thing, and politicians do the same thing, and doctors do the same thing. People, I feel like doctors, to be honest, them are the fact that doctors operate, especially down at the hospital there, where they may or may not, they don't at all. The fact that doctors operate down, I don't want to call it
surprise.
But the fact is that let me not go here.
I'm call it for a public call, don't?
Yeah,
public
don't
hospital.
so.
I Kingston Public as I call.
Yeah. But the fact that the public believes that frustrated or pent up, or the release of frustration on the job is allowed, I think that is totally messed up. And I'm not saying that this is the view of everybody in Jamaica, but I have grown to understand that some people or persons in Jamaica think that, because when incidents like these happen, the narrative is that, but them people, them get frustrated because they have to go such and such and such, and they have to do such and such and such. But me I say, you did supposed to know this. You did supposed to know that this is the job that you were going to be doing before you actually started the job. And even though you're supposed to, I know I say it in a way like I curse them, but it's not for them fault entirely. It is the public fault, or the government fault, or the people that actually do the hiring process. And I'm going to give you a big example. The way I talk about it, I think I talk about it already on the podcast, I'm not sure. But with soldiers, to be exact, one thing I know about soldier, people are going to tell you, say, them are going to pay for you to go to school. Them are going to pay your hospital bill. Them are going to take care of your wife. Them are going to take care of your kids. Them, you are going to get this benefit. You are going to get that benefit. Nobody tells you that as a soldier, them are going to pick you up from one location and send you go the other part of the island, and you have to dead here for a couple weeks on end, away from your your family, away from your friends, away from your regular everyday life. No, everybody tells about rough retreat is how people are bark in your face and make you crawl in a mud and a bag wire. Everybody mentally prepares themselves for getting that done because I just look at crawl and a mud, look at bag wire, and look at toughing and shouting and throwing a water. All of it is for the greater luxury of the benefits that you're going to receive as a soldier, but nobody actually pitches to you what you actually do as a soldier. What is the workload like? What are you going to be doing? Because as somebody that speaks with soldiers or converse with soldiers, one thing me always hear, and it's so irritating to me, them always say, them have soldier the policeman work, and I think the thing with soldier is that we train for kill. And every time I hear a soldier say train for kill, it never stop. I say, I wish war I go on at Jamaica. One bomber drop or somewhere, because I'm always hear this train for kill scenario, and I'm saying that. Where are you guys supposed to be killing? Where's the war that you guys are fighting? There's crime and violence happening in Jamaica, yes. And investigations need to be done, and all these criminals need to be me that was say captured, but all these criminals need to be detained and imprisoned and rehabilitated, and all of that is not necessarily. When we think about war, we think about the US military trained people for go for Iraq and war. And when we hear Jamaican soldiers say them train for kill, it always possible. It is a form of preparation, and I get that. But is is how them say it to say we are trained to do this, and this is the job that we are expected to do. I guess they are expected to go there and to be killing, and they are upset that they have to be in these communities performing security measures and help people cross the road and play cricket with the people and all of that. So apparently they're not trained to do all of that, and it goes back to what I'm simply saying. Before you sell your soul to something, before you sell your soul to teaching, or sell your soul to medicine, or sell your soul to law, or whatever it is that you want to put your whole mind, body and spirit to, know what it is that you are getting yourself into, so that you can adequately prepare. No say as a teacher, say I go encounter people where I go walk with knife, where I go want to spell out them one another, people where I go have sex in a bathroom and all of that, people where I go tell you about your parts and all of that, and all of that. Think about how it is that you are going to handle that. Think about what could possibly be causing these actions or these reactions, and ask yourself, is this something, or is this a challenge that I want to take up? And this is not something I think a whole heap of people even think about, because them just want a little money, and people, I'm telling you, it is not worth it. And we can tell you from this concept that think people, it is not worth it sometimes. So think about what it is that you
all the time, not sometimes, all the time.
So you have to say, make me there run off a mouth. Are you like my little support person?
Yes, I'm basically.
I lie. I feel like Beyonce, and you're like my Destiny's Child. Like look at back up.
Anyways.
No, but
so
like.
How am I have to say?
But I feel like my point of view is more so that, in regards to that specific situation, there are any situation where there is such a great physical altercation between a teacher and a student, both parties should be reprimanded. Because as a student, a teacher, and that's a thing, and parents and students, I feel like a whole heap of parents and students now acknowledge it. Come here, a whole heap of people say, me don't like teacher, me don't like teacher. And I'm thinking that is unfair, because you really have some amazing teachers. And teachers that you don't like are the teachers who really don't want to be teaching. The teachers that you don't like are teachers who simply want to be working. They simply want to have a job. They simply want to have some money in their pocket. Those are the teachers, I think, that raise an issue. And those are the teachers that persons don't like. So when you say you don't like teacher overall or in general, it's kind of unfair, because people say don't camp around people. Still picking go down there, because people, some of those teachers down there are truly amazing. We can vouch for them people. So
teacher, picking a fight teacher, I'm gonna watch some picking.
Exactly. Anyways, we get to that at a later time. But yeah, I feel like parents should actually help their students. Parents should actually help them pitney for really be grateful to teachers, because everybody want them pitney to be successful in life, and you make the decision to send yourself to school. And after sending a pitney go to school, you can have them catch up in your yard and do nothing, and then child protective services come here and take away the opinion, and anybody who want them take them. But you make the decision to send your child to school. I don't hear a lot of parents coming out sometimes and saying, yo, them look at pitney, they need for, or me teach my pitney for respect teacher. Or when I say sometimes when I have some teacher with their school, really and truly are some straight up crosses, enough to go down there and war and boom flick my eyelash and all of that. But it is really something to express to your child, to be grateful and express some sort of gratitude to the professional that is teaching. And don't practice for disrespect a teacher. When it is that, when it is that you can sit out the opinion and say, yo, go school, go learn and all that. And if teacher say this, this or style or style him and kick him and all of that, I feel like you promote some sort of disrespect for somebody where I get up out of them bed a morning time. First of all, we even just say get up out of your bed, because me have friends who are teachers and me know how the teaching profession work in some cases. Teachers are one of them profession there where the work not just, and like me when me work, I'm on call center, I'm just go work, do my work, come on my yard and do something totally different. Teachers at teacher school and then them come back at them yard and them have to mark paper and them have to create discipline. They basically have to think about how it is that they're going to allow you to learn. And I believe that not a lot of teachers actually do that. Not a lot of teachers are invested in thinking about how they're going to make sure that this child learns. But there are teachers who actually do it, and them teachers, they deserve some respect. As a matter of fact, every teacher deserves some respect, because the job in itself is hard. But they really want to do it or they don't really want to do it, nobody enough to get up out of them bed at morning time for people just come and disrespect them and deal with them any sort of way. So student to get reprimanded and teacher to get reprimanded, because teachers should know better. They should be them for strap and ready for the work.
Yeah, them for be the example basically.
Selfish and I see you blow.
Yeah, so that's that's basically my thoughts on it there. So yeah, the teacher and the penny, two of them supposed to get kicked out of the school. Two of them supposed to get expelled. Yeah.
What time you done?
Yeah.
You just put that on mute for nothing. Because
So with all of that to being said,
wait now, you tell see me I talk to my sister. We ask me what time I'm going to finish.
My ear.
Oh, you might hear me now.
Alright.
Anyways,
okay.
I just say I tell the podcast say, yeah, if you hear me I talk to my sister, but you up on mute. She asked me what time I'm done. People,
No.
I'm using my sister's laptop and she's rushing me. So she asked me what time I'm finishing. I'm ending at 10 o'clock. At 10 o'clock I go
Well,
in?
I'm
No,
ending.
we can't leave now.
No?
10 o'clock, are you mad?
Alright, okay, we're gonna wrap up.
We'll wrap up now. We're basically done.
Alright, so people. I who used to say that? My people, what's your name? Empress?
I think I
Farman,
German.
no? Get away from here. We're not talking about one. But anyways, in regards to tonight's episode, people, I know say this gone weeks ago, but you know this is somewhere still going in Jamaica right now.
You know, I can't bother with it. I can't bother with it.
First up, yo, are you arguing yourself? I know me, you know. Are you arguing yourself? But
The way I always a trust stone. I don't understand. That's so unnecessary.
that I know for doing me. But
Yeah. Everything for you.
Why, baby?
hold on there. Hold on, because this lady insists. So, mother, what I gotta say? I feel like I can cut out most of that side conversation. But anyways,
Oh, supposed to keep it in.
people,
Supposed to keep it in and the people in here.
people. Anyways, do what you want to, sir. But anyways, people, I feel like you never say anyways like around 5 times. People,
Are
we have
you always
now
a safe?
come to the end of today's podcast. More people really engage with the situation because something just going in Jamaica right now. People, and just the school system alone every little sector and the people them and the government and everything. I feel like right now Jamaica just want to crush up and just grind up so like in a wonderful like in a dirt and they just smooth over, just fresh and then just rebuild from this so. But
Yo, my ear say crush up, I swear it I said like crush up and just throw it at the gap.
You just want crumble up. You want a Thanos finger snap. Everybody be gone. But
bro,
but all that.
Bro, if plane like a stuff come here because of water and people them not get
I like the plane now. The plane now come here.
Because you remember when they did the people them do on strike and they never there get paid.
Wow.
Water never there at the airport and all that.
But look at that. No, but something need for happen, my youth. Something need for happen. And that, to be honest, I'm gonna bring me over to the next topic next week. People, stay tuned, and just to give a little hint, realize in Jamaica we have a lot of chatterbox and we don't have a lot of doors. So as Jamaica, I always think we chat too much. But that is for next week's episode. People hoping to enjoy this. It is Casper here, Casper. The greatest, the greatness, the hostess with the mostest.
Alright. Anyways,
with my little henchman, Robin.
The people them don't want. Oh my God. Henchman, they don't know what that's. But that's basically it. Come wrap up the whole thing.
So
people know for find man.
Oh yeah, so people, you can find us on anywhere that you listen to your podcast, which is Spotify and anywhere else. If our editor and so-called producer puts it on any other podcast platform, you can also find us on YouTube at CrSquared Show. You can also find us on Instagram. Only on Instagram.
No show. There's no show after it. It's just CrSquared.
Just CrSquared. Alright. I just have one.
Yes.
But when you type in CrSquared,
yes, that is what's happening.
It will come up. You can find me on Instagram for hear little snippets and a little behind the scenes shot things before we actually start. And also that carelessness of one a little background. So people, stay tuned. And next week, hopefully.
And the singing never got hear.
Yeah, I know the carelessness of one. But people, stay tuned, and Ronaldo should be here next week for another.
Well, me now get no promises,
I like me make promises. I was given the gift of foresight and persuasion, by my daddy.
Look at that. You better make sure I'm there next week,
I ask me, I tell you. The people them are going to know exactly. As a matter of fact, when we give them the dates today are the dates that it is moving on. So people...
Oh, come on, just say if you are going to call. If you are going to call the date again, let them know when you are called.
But people,
crosses.
Thank you for tuning in. See you next week. Out.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
So guys, welcome back to the podcast now. It's just me and Casper here. Like, Ronaldo has abandoned the podcast. Ronaldo is no longer a part of this podcast because Ronaldo is living his best life. I'm hyping myself up. But I'm not the whole living room though.
Anyways.
Christmas gone, I don't know why the read's still up, Christmas gone from long.
And it's going to come again. See, it's no such trouble.